All right, welcome everyone to Eve Growing Concepts. Today's video, we're going to do a quick video, hopefully, of our CBCB, our carbon-based composting bin. This is 2021 fall cleanup. One of the piles, I've got many of them scattered throughout my yard. Most of them are in cylinders. I'm finding that it's, since my grow towers are going to be cylinder, these CBCBs in my grow towers kind of go together. So when you get these leaves, you want to get them as hot as you can and have that heat last as long as it can. This heat right here I've had for 7 weeks. Continuous heat over 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 weeks at a time. All right, now I want to compare this somewhat when we talk about the Johnson-Su bioreactor. Very similar work where they're trying to break down their leaves. Their heat only lasts, they only care for their heat to last like a couple days, 4 days, 5 days max. And then they let it rest, and then they add their red wigglers. And I think what they're really doing is they're just adding the red wigglers to a pile of leaves, which is a good thing to do. But what I'm saying is it goes so much faster if you get that heat going. Let's take a look at this heat really quick. Look at that. You can feel that heat right about yow. That is very nice and hot. Oh my God, that's so nice and hot and warm. Those leaves feel so good on this cold December day. Look at that. Yow! You burn your hand in this pile, I'll tell you what. Look at that. That's what you want to do, guys. You want to get your pile nice and hot, and it's so easy to do with a CBCB. Break this, soften this material up. This is just leaves, guys, and liquid slurry. So, as I've said many times, folks, the liquid is as important as the solids. Now, the solids gets fed to our reds, and all that solid material, we turn it into worm castings. That's our soil amendment. Now, this liquid that's nutrient-rich, full of biodiversity in its own right, we pour into our carbon-based composting bin, our CBCB, where those temperatures, again, you want them to get as hot as you can for as long as you can. Soften it up, making ready for when you finally add the angels of the soil to the pile, and they will turn that pile into worm castings. And I think that's exactly what the Johnson-Su bioreactor, when they talk about that awesome biodiversity found in that particular system, which I contend has way more parts than is needed. To have a compost that's too big, it's hard to work with as far as I'm concerned. Look at how I'm fluffing this up. That's all you have to do with this particular method. It's so much easier to regulate the heat. And the beauty about a CBCB is your nitrogen is in liquid form, so it's a heck of a lot easier to get those temperatures and manage those temperatures. And of course, there's no vermin that care to go into that pile. Maybe a mouse to stay warm, but that's about it. Whatever was in my slurry, you know, in my house, all that stuff, we're talking everything, is being heated up. The liquid is just heats up so hot. Look at that. Feel that. Oh, it feels so nice and warm. Oh my goodness. What can we do with this heat? So this is just leaves. Yow! Wow, that is hot. Wow, that's so hot. And it's that heat does not last long either. It's just in the pile. Oh, it feels so good though. Nice and hot. Right here. Oh, I burn your fingers. Wow. Nice, huh? This is only 7 weeks. This will be all ready to put in my towers come spring. And remember, folks, always cover your pile to keep that carbon to nitrogen ratio. Let's see, here's my temperature right here. Here's my temperature here. Right? I'll put it right in here. Look at how nice. Come on, that's what we want to do, guys. And you want it hot. You know, this pile didn't make it to 160 like I like, but it definitely stayed over 130 to 140 for the most part. 7 weeks now. So that's exciting. As long as I keep it in the red, I'm happy, but I do love to get it up to 160. I think my record is just above 160 with a CBCB. A lot has to do with the girth of your pile and the liquid nitrogen you're adding to it. So save your leaves, folks. Turn it into Deuterius under forest floor, humus, or duff. That leaf mold we all love so much. And if you do it with that liquid slurry, it's a lot quicker. Happens a lot faster. So save your urine, save your pasta water, save your coffee water. Liquid is just as important as the solids. Nothing wasted, all is sacred. 7 weeks of heat like that. But you can see that pile steaming. I want to keep this pile, my record is 5 months. So you can see that this is going to break down, and after the 5 months, all this material is going to be added to various towers. Old towers that already from last year's soil, lots of worm castings, and a lot of this stuff is going to go into the next tower where it's going to get cold composted while growing food with it. I think this is very important. We got our compost working for us for a lot sooner, because it's breaking down a lot faster due to the heat. And people will say, well, you know, Mark, you're killing all the biome. You're killing it all by having that heat last so long. I contend that this is going to heat up long as I can. The resting stage, when the heat finally goes down, I add my reds. I think the biodiversity comes back when the red wigglers are added. Whatever follows the angels of the soil is where my biodiversity will come back. So I'm not worried about it heating up for as long as it can. Definitely, which makes sense, right, is when you heat it up, it's softening all this carbon up a lot faster. So, right, we want our compost fast. So I don't have the science behind me where I could prove the Johnson Sioux bioreactors material to mine. All I have is what I am growing. That is my evidence. So, quick video. CBCB, folks, save your leaves. Don't just let them go to wherever they're going. All right, because we could save that energy. All these big trucks that come up and pick our leaves up, or when we're all that work, we're bagging it and putting it into the curb. All you got to do is rake them up, mince them up, put them in a bin, and let Mother Nature do the rest of the work for you. Then come spring, you can spread that over your lawn. If you're not a gardener, you can spread it within your flower beds. I mean, you're just to give this carbon away is ridiculous. This PUD, this potential urban duff, Deuterius under forest floor. We're going to do a video too on that, on PUD, PUD, potential urban duff. We're going to do a whole video on that. All right, quick video. Hope all is well. Happy holidays. God bless. Over and out.